I do not know you, but I'm about to give you the biggest cheat code. I'm going to tell you what they don't about making 9,190 euros in a week using my personal brand, so you can go ahead and do the same thing. You just have to copy this. Now, before you say, oh, I don't have hundreds of thousands of followers like you do, oh, I don't have the best camera equipment, I'm going to show you by the end of this video why none of this actually matters. Now, this is the exact shift that took me from inconsistency and overthinking to clarity, momentum, and monetization without chasing hacks. That was my biggest issue, and it's probably yours too. Where you have this problem, you feel confused, so you end up watching countless videos on Instagram, YouTube, and you end up more confused than when you first started. Now you have paralysis by analysis. You don't have an information issue, you have an application issue, and I'm gonna clarify all of your problems in this video. Now, I'm gonna show you exactly how I get strangers to pay me without ever speaking to them. No sales schools, they literally jump at you, throwing their money at you. Now here you can see, hey Brandon, I want to change my life. I'm interested to work with you. I've seen lots of your videos this past weeks and I'm tired of waiting for some miracle to happen to me. I want to do 3 months. We had an exchange of conversations, and then you can see here, there's a payment of 2,500 US dollars. Here we have other days making 2,123 euros, and another day I'm making 3,867 euros in a single day. Now, this has never been normal for me, which is exactly why I'm sharing this with you, because 5 years ago, I was working in a retail store in London, Bond Street to be precise, and I was also an Uber Eats delivery driver working full-time Monday to Saturday. And I was making around probably like 1,500 euros, not much. So this was something that allowed me to have freedom, live life on my own terms, and exactly why I'm sharing this with you. Because 99% of you will watch this and go back to living your average lives because you will not take action on this. So this is for the 1%, a very small percentage of you, and that was me. I didn't have the resources to pay for mentors. So this is for you. So if you actually apply this and take action and watch the full video, you are going to change your life and make a lot of money. Now, the overview of this video is going to break down a simple blueprint that most people ignore. You're going to show up and learn long enough to become competent. 2, build trust by being consistent and real. And 3, don't quit when it gets uncomfortable, because discomfort is the price of becoming. Now, number 1, show up and learn. Show up long enough to become competent. Competent creates confidence. What this means is that most people aren't unlucky. They are inconsistent. So many of you are talented. You don't have a talent issue. You're not stupid. The only thing is you're doing the right things, but you give up just before the magic happens, because all of a sudden it doesn't come to life in this timeline that you gave yourself. Now, what other option do you have? You go ahead and you feel motivated and you see someone else being successful at something else. Then you realize, oh, it's not as easy as I thought it was. So you go on to the next thing. You're thinking that it's going to be easy. You're trying to look for shortcuts, but the shortcut is doing the hard work that you're avoiding, and those are putting the reps in. You don't need more motivation. You need to put the reps in, because the thing is, you beat yourself down. Oh, I'm not good enough. The question is, how many times have you actually done it? You probably haven't done it that many times, but you see someone like me, you see someone like the person you're inspired by, and you want it to be as good as them. You're trying to compare your level 1 to someone's level 100. You have to learn to humble yourself and play your part of the game. It isn't going from A to B. It's not going from A to Z. It's going from A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So stop trying to skip steps. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is dangerous competence. Competence is proof that you are who you say you are. You can pretend to be confident, but the moment you actually are challenged, you have to look back at the evidence. Am I who I say I am? When you take the action, that is proof that you are. Now, the next one is showing up daily builds self-trust, and self-trust creates momentum. So this is your no excuse action steps. This is what you have to do. The daily output rule is to publish 1 piece of content per day. Most of you just spend countless hours, days, weeks, months on curating 1 piece of content. Then when you post it, you don't get the feedback that you wanted, you don't get the views that you wanted, you don't get the likes that you wanted, and all of a sudden you give up. Why? Because you get overwhelmed. You have to play the volume game. You don't know what works for you, which is why I rather you post every single day at 60%. So when you do post, you realize, oh, I could have improved this, because you need real life data to see what you could have improved on. The second is, if you miss a day, you don't spiral, you post the next day. Most of you just feel sorry for yourself. The difference between an average creator and an average entrepreneur is the mentality. Realizing that problems are not happening to you, they're happening for you, because if it became a problem, it's because it's giving you an opportunity to grow from. What can I learn from this? Don't feel sorry for yourself. Just act upon it straight away. Between stimulus and response, how quickly can you take the action? The third one is protect the habit, not perfection. Most of you have very poor habits of feeling sorry for yourself. Now, to change that habit, you have to replace the habit. So make sure that you are showing up every single day. Now, learn while you do. Don't overstudy. Most of you guys just keep on reading books, self-development, more of this, more of that, but there is no action being done. And I want you to imagine life like a journey. Now, all you're doing is you're focusing on studying, fixing a car, building the best Ferrari, the engine. Now, the whole point of building a very good vehicle is for you to go on this journey, but most of you just spend time fixing your vehicle and not going anywhere. How do you expect to get to this destination when you're just fixing it? But guess what? As you're fixing this vehicle, you're still spending time. So use the vehicle, go on this journey. Oh, I've got a punctured tire. Now you know, let me make this stronger. So within time, you improve as you go along. So make sure you're moving. So here's a little rule of thumb. Study for 20 minutes per day. 10 minutes is analyze what worked, and 10 minutes is apply it to your next post. Real learning happens through feedback, not theory. The best way to learn is to teach. Now, when you have feedback, you realize this is where I went wrong. Now, let me not do this again. The most important thing about learning is you need to remember to not repeat the same mistake again. Now, here's a very simple 3-layer skill set. We're not going to go too into this, is when creating a video. Make sure you have a hook. Can I hold attention in 2 seconds? Because if you want people to see the whole video, they have to see the 2 seconds first. The body is, can I deliver one clear point? What beliefs can I shift? Now, a CTA, which is a call to action, is can I tell them what to do next? If you do and they take action, they listen to you the same way you listen to me. Now you become an authority the same way I'm an authority to you. Now master one layer at a time. Stop fixing everything at once. Most of you are realizing, oh, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at this, I'm not good at this, and I'm not good at this, I'm not good at that thing. So you end up getting overwhelmed, and then you feel sorry for yourself. What does that fix? Nothing. The problems are still there. So what you have to realize is you just have to focus on fixing the most important, the biggest leverage task, the one that's going to move the needle forward the most. Focus on fixing that. Then the next thing, which is why you need to learn to control your emotions, because you're going to think, oh, I'm fixing this, but I also need to fix that. I want you to imagine yourself like having to go to 5 different doors. So there's one door there, one door there, one door there, one door there. Now you're trying to run to one door, then you realize, no, I need to run to the other door. And then you know I need to run to the other door. So you keep on running, wasting the energy, but you're going nowhere. You end up in the same place, just chasing the wind. So go through one door, open that door, come back, go to the next door, open it. Because it might take time, it's gonna take the same amount of time, but you're actually opening doors instead of feeling overwhelmed, but you're actually getting shit done. Now, number 2, we're going into the most important thing of a personal brand. There is no other business model that I know today. You can message me and correct me if you want to, but I don't give a shit anyway, because this is the best thing for me, because you're actually impacting, changing lives, and you're getting paid for it. You need to understand that you don't make money off the internet. You get money from people that use the internet. No one likes giving money away. Now, why is someone paying you? Which is why it's so important to build trust, because you're actually doing a disservice if you don't build trust. Why? Because you have a solution that someone needs and they're willing to give an exchange. Because money is a tool. This is where most people get confused. Oh, money is a bad thing. No, money is a tool. It's an exchange of something of equal or greater value. When someone invests in you, you are going to improve their life. Let me give you an illustration. Why do you have $1,000 and go and buy an iPhone? You had to work $1,000, but you think buying that phone is going to improve your life, whether it be being able to take better pictures, whether it be able to have a faster phone to contact with friends and family. It just doesn't matter. You exchange it for something of equal rate of value. Now, people don't buy information. They buy certainty, safety, and belief. Now, what does this mean? It's trust is built when people feel. This is where most of you try to go wrong, because most of you are looking for hacks and the systems and funnels and hacks. You can't force trust. And that's why you have to play the long game. Most of you want to sacrifice for short-term gain now, but then you don't see the whole fruit. Most of you are trying to plant a seed today and see the fruit straight away. It doesn't work that way. So the trust is built when people feel seen, safe, and guided. You can't force trust. Imagine someone trying to force trust with you like your friend. It's a bit shady. Same thing online. So you don't need to be the best. You need to be real, consistent, and clear. Because your audience is silently asking you, can I trust you? Do you understand me? Have you lived this? And will this work for me? Will this work for someone like me? And that's why someone will choose you over me. Why? Because you make them feel understood, you make them feel seen, and they know that you've done it. Why? That's why your story is your biggest asset. That's why the personal branding space is evergreen. If you're a business owner, if you have an area of knowledge, or you have a skill set, that's why you need to post yourself out there, because once people build a relationship with you, guess what? They trust you, then they will invest in you because you have the solution. There are so many humans in the world. Why are you not friends with everyone? Because you don't connect with everyone. This is the same thing. Now, this is your no excuse action steps. Your daily trust signal. You need to post stories every single day. to show what you're doing, and whether you're in the documentation stage or the authority stage. Documentation stage is you bring them along on your journey as you become the authority, and the authority stage is where people now see you as top of mind, where you can guide them and they trust you. Now, people don't trust perfection, they trust the process. Proof without flexing, don't brag. So the reason I say don't brag is because you can post a picture of, let's just say you bought a new car, you paid for a perfume 270 euros. Now, if you just show that, people feel like you're showing off. You separate the gap. But if you show them the message that that means for you, like you can speak about your story, how you were once in the trenches and you had to go through all of these obstacles, the problems that the person viewing it is currently going through now, and how you managed to overcome them that allowed you to get that Ferrari or allowed you to buy that 270 euro perfume. Once people see that, they can feel connected to you, they feel inspired, and that's what you want to do. So make sure you show the behind the scenes, systems, notes, lessons, client wins. Everything with what you show, someone has to have a takeaway from it. How can I use this? At the end of the day, we as humans, we're selfish. You don't give a shit about this video because of me. You give a shit about this video because how it can benefit you. This is the same thing. How can someone benefit from watching what you do? Right now, you're giving me the most important thing that you have. The most valuable thing that you have, your time, because you will never get that back. Money you can, which is why I highly appreciate you watching this, and my main focus is giving you the best possible journey and experience and amount of knowledge possible. So if you're liking this video, make sure you give me a like and make sure you're subscribed. By the way, how are you finding this video? If you feel like I'm giving you good enough information from this point, I would appreciate if you just put a yes or you're giving me information in the comment section. Now the goal is he's legit, he's not loud. You want to be able to relate to that person. You want to be able to build a relationship. Now, number 3, the 3 trust buckets. Competence. He knows his stuff. This is proof, because I have done what I am telling you right now. If I told you because I went on ChatGPT and I gave you this theoretical thing, you cannot listen to me. Who would you rather listen to? Someone who's actually gone out there and built hundreds of planes? Or you'll come to me because I went on ChatGPT and I know how to build a plane. Maybe the guy that's built 100 planes has no qualification, but I went on ChatGPT. Who would you trust? Well, evidently the guy that's built hundreds of planes. Why? Because he's done it. He knows. Not me when I give you a theory-based. This is the exact same thing. Hypothetical is hypocritical. Character. He's honest and consistent, which is why this is where most people buy from. They don't really buy your program because there are millions of people selling the same program as you. But the thing people invest in is you as a person, because they like you. It is not the message, it is the messenger. Connection, he understands me. Once you hit all 3, that's when trust compounds. That's why when you share your story, you're basically speaking to where they were before, and you're basically giving them the bridge to where you are now so they can go on that same path. Now, the vulnerability rule is share struggles only if you learn something new. You have a rule. You have a rule now, and you're moving forward. What does that mean? Is maybe you kept on making the same mistake, and now you had an epiphany moment, and now you view that same situation differently, and now you seeing it differently allows you to take different action, and now you go a completely separate way. I'll give you an example. Before, I used to get overwhelmed when I had to post a lot of videos, but then my perspective shifted when I realized that if I don't post a video, it guarantees that I don't create the outcome that I want, and that will create the life that I would hate to live. So now posting videos stopped being something that overwhelmed me and rather something that energized me. So remember that vulnerability without a lesson is just dumping. Vulnerability with a lesson is leadership. Like you speaking to your followers and telling them your problems, they're not your therapist. So don't quit when it gets uncomfortable. This is the $1 million mindset. Staying in the game when the emotions beg you to exit. If there is anything that I need you to take away, the trust part is for your personal branding, but this is for everything in life. And I'm going to tell you this from the bottom of my heart. Don't quit when it gets uncomfortable. That differentiates the average people, the 99% of people with the 1%. Because guess what? It is always going to be hard. There are always going to be moments where you want to give up, but that is the bridge to finally have your breakthrough. Now what this means is when it gets uncomfortable, most people think this isn't for me. That is the part that is always the one that breaks you. Now you could get to that point and say, oh, this isn't for me, and stay who you always were, or push past that and become who you've always wanted to be. That's what growth is. Always remember, life is a constant movement. You don't just stay in the same place. You're either progressing or regressing. Discomfort is progression and comfort is regression. Just look back at the evidence in your life. When you were a kid, you did not know how to crawl. Guess what? You start to walk and you'll drop. You'll make mistakes. Thanks to those mistakes, now you know how to walk. You didn't know how to speak and communicate the way that you do now. But thanks to making mistakes, speaking and saying the wrong words, now you know how to speak the way that you speak now. In reality, discomfort usually means you're on the edge of growth. Winners don't avoid discomfort, they train it, they go towards it like a bison. Most people run away from problems, so guess what? That problem will always be chasing them. Once you go through them, you realize that it didn't kill you. What did I learn from it? The most important thing is if you don't learn its lesson, you will continue feeling its pain. Now here's your no excuse action steps. The discomfort contract. Write this and keep it visible. Tattoo it on the front of your head if you have to. If I feel resistance, it means I'm supposed to do it. There's a reason why you feel it. There's a reason why you wanted to do it. Go ahead and do it and get the reward from it. You don't need confidence first. You need compliance. Most people think you need confidence before you take the action, but the confidence comes after you take the action. Most people think, oh, I need more energy. I feel more tired. No, because you're running away from what you're actually meant to do. You have energy leaks. What are these energy leaks? Oh, I need to do this. I need to do that. But you never go ahead and do it, which is why you have to take the action and then everything you want will follow through. Now, the 24-hour rule. When you feel like quitting, you're not allowed to feel it. You're not allowed to act on it for 24 hours. Most quitting is temporary emotion pretending to be logic, which is why I always say follow the plan and fuck your emotions and fuck your mood. Why? You're a human. Yes, you are meant to feel. You are going to feel. It makes part of the human nature. It would be crazy if you didn't have emotions. But let me ask you this. If you care about your emotions so much and they care about you so much, how far has it taken you? You've listened to your emotions, but every time that you do, you end up in the same place and you're always left with regret. So what happens if you keep on living that for the rest of your life? You will never move forward, which is why I need you to stick to the plan and fuck your mood. The minimum standard plan. On low energy days, you need to post one simple video or carousel. Move your body for 20 minutes and go to bed early. A minimum day still counts as a disciplined day. You need to understand that we are humans, we're not robots. You're not going to be able to have 100% every single day. There will be days where you might have 10%, 5%, 1%, but it is your duty to give 100% of the 1% that you have, or the 5% that you have. You need to show up every single day because it's the message, that relationship that you build with yourself. It is trust. Imagine you have a friend and they tell you, I care about you so much, I'm always going to be there for you. But whenever you call him, he never picks up the phone. Whenever you say, can you meet up with me? I'm stressed. He never shows up. The moment you say, let's go out to eat, he doesn't show up. He disrespects you. He's rude to you. Well, he says he cares about you, but what does his actions show? This is the same thing with yourself. What is your relationship like? You say you care about your goals. You say you want this. You say you want that. But what are your actions saying? If we lived in a world where we could not speak, what would your actions be saying? Now, the anti-entitlement rule. Have this narrowed down in your chest. Look, you are not entitled to views, sales, and praise. You are entitled to showing up, improving, and learning. Because views, sales, and praise, you can't control that. You become a prisoner. You get the views, great, prisoner, they own you. You don't get the views, sales, praise, prisoner, they own you. What you can control is showing up, improving, and learning. This is the $1 million mindset because people obsess over inputs, not outputs. That's why you have to focus on remembering that the only reason that you feel overwhelmed is because you have this emotional attachment to the views, to the results. This is why you end up placing your value on it, but your value should come on the inputs that you do. Because once you realize that the inputs creates the result, then you just have to focus on that. Why? Because all of a sudden, you feel overwhelmed, you don't get the results, you end up giving up, you don't get the results, and guess what? You'll never create the life that you dream you've always wanted. So, the identity line. Say this before posting when fear hits. I am the type of person who follows through. Every action is a vote for that identity. Now remember, this isn't about talent or luck. It's about whether you act when clarity shows up. Now, if you act and do what I said in this video and just follow through for 12 months, you'll see how different your life is. Now, if you like this video and I want you to comment down what was your biggest takeaway, what your biggest challenges are. If you want me to speak about something else, put that in the comment section below. Now, if you're someone who wants to have that accountability, that guidance, have someone that has already done it, and you want me to mentor you, book a call down below to see if I can help you, or DM me the word ready to see if I have any availability. If you want to make 2026 your year, make sure you take action, move your excuses to the side, and like I said, attack it every single day. we do not miss. That is Sunwalk out. Love you guys.